musicians and artists that like look for this type of stuff, like I used to like go back and forth in my mind, like why my kinfolk is not, cause like you said, like bro's a prodigy, like playing at 4, holding service. By 12, he should be like recording people's albums, cause he's that.
No,
he was that guy.
Yeah,
he was that guy.
Yeah.
And so
the stuff that cats are doing now musically, he was doing that
right
way back then, man.
And
didn't they call him the next Buddy Rich?
they called him the next Buddy, bro. Like that was his nickname.
Okay.
And what I found out though is I don't get mad as much when people throw that out like I had to help home. Because some people, even with if you ask me gifting wise, talent wise, I maybe have a fourth of what he have. But that doesn't automatically mean that you will ascend to those heights.
Yeah.
Sometimes the thing that you carry is the exposure of how deep a talent can go. But it doesn't mean that you'll be introduced to certain rooms. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, that's good.
And so like
don't be coming on here trying to be all deep and stuff. I hear your preacher coming
Let
out.
this
Chill
man
out, bro.
talk, man. Let
So
this man talk.
like you have a lot, especially in DFW. Like I'm not like on the scene musician wise, like Jay, but production and the entertainment industry is just like all related. Everything, every sector mimics each other. And so what I see in production, film wise, is in music. They're parallel. They're doing the same thing, different phase. And so what you find are musicians or actors that don't know where they fit, and they just stay wandering. And we have a lot of that in DFW.
Most definitely.
Just nomadic musicians and artists that can't get out of the rat race. But then like when you look on tour, if it's like a 10-piece band or something like that, at least 3 is from here.
Right.
And it's like, well, why can't this person make it out, or this and the other? And it's like, oh, we should be on more than we are. Like we are on.
Yeah.
But the thing is, everybody thinks because my talent depth is equal to yours per se, that we are supposed to be in the same rooms.
Wow.
And that's not true. That's not true. Like there are actors that can act Denzel under the table, but they're relegated to doing commercials because you can't handle the rooms that Denzel sits in.
Yeah.
You can't talk. There's a language for these
Like I
rooms.
said, man, everything has levels to it.
It's like you said, it's levels to this. Like I mentioned, like it's only 5 black sound mixers for TV out of Texas, and doing it on a level that we're doing it. And I can go train 5 more to do what I'm doing, but if they cannot talk the language of these rooms, they will never have access. Doesn't mean you might mix me under the table, but if you can't talk the language, because it's more. Jay knows. Jay started a clothing line. He started a brand. Started doing photography, and he started understanding. And you know this as a entrepreneur, someone that's in philanthropy now. Like, yo, in different sects, it's different language.
It's different. Yeah.
The way I MD and talk is different from when I need these word pressings to be correct on my shirt,
Right.
versus me handling these contracts. But I'm the same person.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Most musicians can't talk anything outside of music. So
Right.
what you find, that musician typically plays at 5 churches locally.
Right.
You get bread, but that's the depth and the cap of your gift.
Right.
Immensely talented, but you can't speak the language of some of these rooms. Because if Timberland come, you walk in talking musician language to Timberland, not gonna work.
Yeah.
Right.
Ask Ty. People like, how did Ty get got when they did like 40% of the music on Crop Me the River? Ask Ty what kind of language he was talking back then. Timberland got you a $2,000 check, sent you on your way. That was the nature of the beast.
Because that's all you was
That's
good
all
for.
you were good for.
Right.
And so now Ask Todd now. Now, when I walk in with Tim, so wait, I have goods and service to offer, but also you need all of my creativity.
Right.
Because it's not enough for me to just show up and regurgitate something that you can't do. You also need me to be creative. Yeah. So now I need to talk the language that covers creativity so that the residual lines up.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
My royalties come in on time. But a lot of these artists, they don't know that.
Yep.
They don't know how to talk that language. You always hear people, learn the industry. It's more than just learning the industry, learn the rooms.
Yeah.
Because the thing that the industry does, it understands how to morph itself, to disguise itself, to confuse you. If you know the room, you can never be, you can be confused. I walk in this room, I know this room is a square. And this is the diameters of this room. So if I put a lamp in here and a table, it doesn't remove the shape of the room. The shape of the room don't change.
Right.
You added stuff, so now I just know because of how the room size is, I maneuver a certain way because of the added stuff you put in here as distractions.
Right.
Yeah.
Most people look, oh, there's a table in there. But do you know how many steps it takes you to get to the back of the room? You can't tell me that.
Okay.
I'm in the room, but you not functioning in the room, and you not
Wow.
efficient. I sat there, like I remember I worked with Kevin Hart. I forgot the name of the show. It was on Quibi, that little thing that was out for a while that went away real quick.
Ain't no telling.
It was like a streaming service where they had like these 10-minute shows and stuff.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Whatever that show was, where he was like, it was like a pay it forward show where he will cut somebody a check for $25,000. You take half the check and then you give the rest to someone else. They take half of that and give it to someone else until it's gone.
Okay.
And I was sitting in there, and this is the way Kevin Hart walk in. Kevin come in, he do not stop for you to mic. He walk in, he expects you to do your job. He say, I got a meeting in 47 minutes. I know my part. I expect you to know your part. So when he come in, he don't say hi to White or nothing. He just, what's going on, boss man? And he's steady talking.
Yeah.
I got like 35 seconds to mic Kevin Hart. Bow, bow, bow. He knock out his part with room to spare. Y'all need me to redo this because I'm not coming back. And then on his way out, hey, I appreciate you for micing me in 18 seconds. My guy's going to call you.
Wow.
Yeah.
But the thing is, before I get there, how does Kevin like to be mic'd? Who's mic'd Kevin?
I see.
Right.
Oh, we ain't never mic'd. Get me in touch with whoever's mic'd or worked with Kevin
Right.
before.
You gotta know all that before.
Yeah.
Oh, do not reach over his shoulder. He has a thing about reaching over his shoulder because he's small. Well, I'm small.
Right.
Yeah.
Just don't do it. What he's gonna do, he's gonna come in. He's probably gonna, if he got a jacket on, he's gonna take it off. He's gonna stretch his arms out. Get in there immediately. Don't try to look at him in his face. Matter of fact, don't even try to talk to him.
Don't fangirl. Don't do all of that. Yeah.
It's like, because if he see you do your job, to him, that's a person that understands who they are. That's what gives you value in his eyes. So he walk in, pow, pow, pow. I'm subbing for somebody. This is not even my show. Pow, pow, pow. Mic him up. You good, boss? I didn't think Kevin remembered I was there. He walking out. He talking to everyone. Well, I'm gone. Da, 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 da. Hey, man, I appreciate you. He counted how long it took me to mic him.
That's crazy. When you say
Yeah,
just
that
18
is.
seconds.
18
I
seconds.
wouldn't even been thinking. I wouldn't even been thinking about that at all.
And the thing is, that led to like 3 additional gigs.
Wow.
Was there ever a time when you went